Good morning. I hope everyone's having a great day. A little late getting around this morning, a lot on my mind. To keep it very real, yesterday was not a real good day at with work. Had a full day of business review meetings. Although everything is profitable and everything is going the way the first quarter would have expected to go, it was a horrible day. Very, very horrible day of revelation of a lot of the culture, right? Of some of the areas that I'm in. Um, but that gave me a lot of reasons to think, right, and a lot of digging in and understanding that when God talks about being unequally yoked, we always talk about the um, relationships, right? And we think about your marriages, we think about your boyfriends, your girlfriends, we think about your friends, but it goes far beyond that, right? Who we are, who we're around, influences who we become. And that is our work environment, that's our hobbies, that's our habits, that's all different kinds of things. So anyway, so that really was on my mind all day yesterday, all night last night, and then I woke up this morning, and that's the first thing I'm thinking about again. And then I realized, you know what? I can't let yesterday determine my today. I can't let yesterday rob me from tomorrow or from the day after or from the day after. That you hear the common theme throughout everything I say and everything I do is that we are we are a result, or our today is a result of our decisions yesterday. Well, that's more than just deciding what I'm going to do. It's deciding how I'm going to react and how I'm going to think and how I'm going to hold myself and carry myself, and what environments I'm going to allow myself to stay in, right? Because there's times God will move us into an environment because we are that salt, or we are the light, and we are to influence and hopefully transform that environment into something that's positive and or more. And sometimes we're in those environments because it's a crucible for us to learn and for us to grow, and for us to be challenged in ways that we've never been challenged before. And I think wisdom of God is understanding and knowing when and where, and understanding His timing of what to do, when to say, right, when to speak, when to stay quiet, when to step, when to stay still, that sort of thing. So my prayer today is that, knowing that every one of us that's listening to this, everyone who's going to be part of the call, or part of the prayer, and any part of our lives, right, has the challenges and has the struggles and has to make the decisions today for what their tomorrow is going to look like, and what they're going to allow themselves to become. Because I believe that God has a a plan and a purpose for each and every one of us. I believe that God knows and understands, our tomorrow from our yesterday, right? And that the things that we go through, and the things that we encounter, and the things that we experience, they're equipping us, and they're shaping us, and they're helping us. The Bible tells me that all things work together for the good of those who love Jesus, right? For those who are called according to His purpose. That's all things. It didn't say all things were good. It didn't say all things were comfortable and all things were always just chippy and happy. But He did say that all things would work for our good. So my prayer is that we allow them to work for our good. Let's not fight the plan. Let's not fight the path. But let's step back, understand. Let's welcome wisdom in. Let's welcome wisdom in so that we understand what those steps are, what that direction is, what it is that we are called to do and supposed to do in this moment, right? I talked a couple of days ago about the freeze that killed all the bluebirds. And so for several years, what, you saw absolutely zero bluebirds. Well, Tammy is still keeps the bluebird houses out, right? In a hope that the bluebirds would come back. Well, this year we have bluebirds like you have never seen before. This morning I'm standing out on the porch thinking about drinking my coffee or letting it cool before I drink it, and and I'm just watching the bluebirds out in the yard and watching them out at the feeders and in the trees. And it is amazing. It is amazing how, Tammy's act and Tammy's decision to keep putting the boxes out open the door for now, 3 years later, after the boxes being completely empty, every one of the houses are full. So my wife, being a lady of faith, I hung out one hummingbird feeder, and she goes down and buys 3 more. So yeah, we'll see how that turns out as it warms up and the hummingbirds show up. But we may have to sacrifice our patio for the hummingbirds. Anyway, remember, today's a good day. No matter what happened yesterday, you can't carry yesterday. You can't change yesterday. So don't let it rob you of today. Father, I thank you. I thank you for your peace and for your strength. I thank you for your love. I thank you for everyone who is part of this call, everyone who is part of this prayer. I pray for them. I pray for their families. I pray for the health and for their restoration. I pray for peace in their minds and peace in their strengths. Lord, your word promises us that all things work together for our good. Your word promises that in this world that we would have trials and we would have tribulations, but to be of good cheer because you've already overcome the world. Your word promises that you would never leave us nor forsake us. Father, I believe your promises. I believe your word. I pray that I would be aware of your presence in me and through me today. I would be aware of the work of your hand that's happening. Lord, I thank you. I thank you that you are our hope. You are our strength. You are the light that goes before us, and you show us the path. Thank you for your word. Thank you for your promises. Thank you for your presence, and thank you for everyone who is part of this prayer. And we just give you the praise for it all. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. Hope you all have an incredible day, an incredible weekend. And just remember, love the people who are around you. Love the people that God has placed within your life. And even more important, allow yourself to be loved. Let down the walls, let down the barriers. Don't worry about yesterday. Love the people and allow yourself to be loved. Have a great day.